Right, okay, right, nice, love it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And can you see me? That's the question. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've went full Goldbridge. This is it. This is the moment. We're live. Hello, welcome along to the YouTube. Christ Almighty, what's loud here and what's no? I don't know what's loud, what's no. We'll turn that down. You might have heard the adverts. That's what I'm actually watching. You might have actually heard that there. I'll be 2 moments and get the chat and all the rest of it up. I'm going to go ahead and try and get the volume. Actually, you aren't getting the volume. I'm not risking the copyright. I'm going to go get the chat up though on my screen so that I can have a good time with it, and so that I can have as much conversation as possible with you guys. Let me know how everything goes. Blah blah blah. I'm hoping that you all can see me fine and all the rest of that. I'm just going to go and see how it looks in terms of what you can see on my screen. I know you because yeah, I look fine. I look good, look good. That's okay then. I'm going to get the game up. I'm going to get the chat up beside me. Hello, welcome along. How are we all doing? A watch along. Nice. This is different. Oh, my manager. What a woman. What a woman my manager is. Oh, what a woman. What a woman. Oh. Yes, that is amazing. Yeah, she's gave me an earlier shift tomorrow. Oh, what a woman. Nice, nice. I needed an early shift tomorrow. I was like, I don't think she's got to give me it 'cause it's Easter Sunday, but she has. How we doing, chat? Nice to see a lot of people piling in. We've got a lot of the regulars. I could see Matthew Duff, David Hunter, Patrick McFadden, Aidan Drennan, Burnsy Boy, and there's our first donation of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than the mighty James W1870. He's gave us a $2.99 donation to start us off. He's not gave us a message alongside it, but that is a quick reminder as we start tonight's stream that you can donate if you want. Throughout the stream it will prioritise your messages, you're helping the channel out, and all the rest of it, you know, all that good stuff, all that amazing stuff that keeps the channel going and getting you guys involved. You can do that, but also you can do it for free as well by liking, by subscribing and sharing out the content. So before I start talking about the team selection, before I start talking about a lot of the questions in the chat, and before I give a score prediction or anything like that, let me quickly address the situation about watch-alongs. Now, people have been waiting for these literally forever. This has been the kind of... Oh, this has been the most asked for thing that I've ever... in my whole time of doing YouTube. Be like, what's his name? Goldbridge. Be like Arsenal Fan TV. Do a watch-along. Give us some memes. Bang the fucking table. Well, I have decided between now and the end of the season, why shouldn't I? It will never be happening again on this channel, more than likely, for a long time anyway, because I'll be going back to the games next season. I feel like also my ulcer is getting out of control on the side of my mouth there, so I may as well, between now and the end of the season, give a little bit of entertainment to the fans in terms of the shit we've had to watch all season. So why not? We endured it together, we can have a laugh. It's not like I'm going to be getting memed anyway. I probably will. I probably will, but you know, I can all go tits up today. But at the end of the day, you know, we've had a shit enough season. What's the point? Another donation from James. Thank you very much. When's the 24-hour save Firewater stream? I don't know. I feel like that's something I'd have to do in collaboration with Firewater. Maybe I'll give them a wee message and like, yeah, what do you think of this? And see, the thing about doing like a 24-hour save Firewater stream is that, you know, if I'd done that, and then I got like £20 in donation, it would be the most embarrassing handover of money you've ever seen in any charitable work ever. So that's the scary thing about doing something like that. But I like the thought of it. Anyway, watch-alongs will be from here till the end of the season, and that'll be that. So now, savour it, enjoy it, drink it in while you can, and sit down with me and watch the football. So we've got a little bit of time until kick-off now. I believe the game kicks off in 10 minutes' time. So, get your questions in. Let me know what you think about the Celtic game tonight against Falkirk in the Scottish Cup third round. Blake Grice, I'm from Grangemouth, Falkirk Stadium in Grangemouth. Yes, that's correct. Not even from Falkirk, are they? James Forrest Masterclass incoming, says Aidan Drennan. I hope so. Of course, this is James Forrest. First start in God knows how long. A very, very long time. I don't know what the exact figure is, but we've been dying for him back all season, and we've had glimpses. We've had kind of a little look of what he can do coming back, but he's now had a couple of weeks to further enhance himself, further get time training. being on the grass, and now he's getting a start tonight against Falkirk, so we'll hopefully see a big performance out of him. John Kennedy currently on the screen just now, so I'm going to stick the earphones on to see what he's saying. In terms of the team selection, I'm a bit surprised. I'll talk about the manager situation. Let's see this. According to John Kennedy, nothing's happening as far as he's aware. Well, John, you're fucking thick. Of course, they're not going to come out and say, "Oh, aye, Eddie's up the road tomorrow. He's here." He's down the road, you know. I'm being silent so I can hear John, by the way. Well, he made a valid point there. Now the whole point this season is probably, let's finish it off with the Scottish Cup. Let's make the Scottish Cup the kind of saving grace for this season. You know, we've had such a terrible season. Surely we want to end it with something. Surely we want to go home with at least a trophy but come the end of the season. And of course with Scott Brown leaving as well, let's see him lift one more trophy before he ends his career. Nice. Okay, that's John finished speaking. Let's talk in the chat before the game kicks off. Today we're at Falkirk Stadium for a pie review, says Matthew Dove. Nice headphones, thank you very much, Aidan. What's been said? Ryan McKinley, the team is a fucking disgrace. So let's, for everybody who's maybe joining in the chat just now, let's have a talk about potentially what we can expect with the team selection tonight. Have a quick run through of Celtic's starting 11 picked to take on Falkirk. So in goals will be Scott Bain. You're looking at a back four of which looks like John Joe Kenny, Christopher Ayer, Stephen Welsh and Diego Laxalt. A midfield of Scott Brown. I'm trying, just looking at it makes it a bit difficult. Scott Brown, David Turnbull, Tom Rogic, Ryan Christie out the right, Tom Rogic, no, Forrest out the right. Wait, what? So we're going, what? I've not actually had a long look, so I was trying to make my graphics and all of that for this. But I'm trying to work out who's playing where. Of course, we've got Griffiths starting, which is baffling. I feel like that's something I wasn't expected to see. I was hoping that we would get maybe a start for the likes of Patrick Klimala. We haven't. Bain starting is just, I don't get it. Why is Barkas not the team? Why is Barkas not getting a chance to try and gather some confidence, gather some form? I don't get it either. The fact that we've got Christie, Rogic and Turnbull in the park, when you've got El Yunusi on the bench, I guess El Yunusi has been playing a lot. I think he played every game for Norway, but you've got, it's a bit of a weird team selection. I must admit that I am not too happy with it. This is much better than Jeremy McCulloch. Thank you very much, Lewis. I'm trying my best. So I look, the team selection I don't think is exactly what I would have liked. It's a team though that at the end of the day should be getting the job done. It's a team that should be going out there and beating the Falkirk, I would say, quite convincingly. And it's a team that I'm hoping will score a few goals tonight and give us a little bit of confidence moving forward to the end of the season. Of course, things are very positive in the Celtic camp at the minute. We're all talking about Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe looks to be done and dusted. It looks as though he will be announced as manager over the next few days, if we're lucky. So we're all happy at the minute. We need to keep that going, keep the momentum going for the fans, and hopefully that will keep going. But the team selection, I'm disappointed about Griffiths starting. I must admit, very, very disappointed. Let's see what's been said in the chat. Also, if I don't read your message, I'm very sorry. The chat does kind of fly past. Of course, I am trying to watch the Celtic game at the end of the day, but I'll make a valiant attempt to see everything. Ryan McGinley, enjoy that, mate. Enjoy that. Let's see what's being said. Hi, Ryan, Rangers man here. I think you guys should give Eddie time. He's a good coach. Even if you don't win the title next year, don't get on his back, especially if you've got to rebuild. Very good comment there, Alan, I'd say. Very insightful. Well, not insightful, but of course, you've said it with And it's you've been, and I don't know where I'm going with that, but a very knowledgeable comment. I just picked the wrong word. Yes, very true. I would love to give him time next season. I'm just as confused with the team as everybody says. Ben, yep, I am very confused. Lewis Laird suggests I thought it would be Christie and Forrest wide. Could be a few things. So I know I'm just looking at it. I'm seeing Turnbull, I'm seeing Christie, I'm seeing Rogic, who should all be playing in that same position, yet they're all in the park at the same time. Now, it just doesn't really add up to me. Sorrow, he's not in the team either, is he? So, I'm looking at why is someone like Sorrow not starting this game. I don't. It just doesn't add up to me. Brown playing Sorrow, I just don't know. I don't get it. And of course, I want to see Brown go and lift this cup as his last act as a Celtic player. But a really good opportunity for a lot of other players tonight, and we've not given the ones that I think deserve the opportunity the most that opportunity. Griffiths is the player that comes straight to mind. I don't think it should be him in there ahead of either Kamara or Ajeti. You've got to end up on TikTok again, says Willie Pearson. Yes, probably. But look, I don't think that I'm going to get, unless Falkirk do manage to do the unthinkable, which this season I wouldn't put it past us. I don't think there's much to get too overly passionate about. So, how we doing, Ryan? Says James Cordell. And we're spelling it the good way, of course, the HOWE. You'll love to see it. Let's see. I'm so happy not to see Kamara not starting. Griffiths clear of him, says Calum. Yeah, well, of course, over the course of their careers, Griffiths has been clear of him. We've not got to see enough of Kamara, though. And for me, I wouldn't say that right now Griffiths is clear of Kamara. I would completely disagree with that. I would say that Griffiths has done nothing more than Kamara this year to say that he's clearer than him. I think that both of them have been equally as ineffective this season. Mostly down to not getting game time, but look, one player has been trying to make the most of his chances, one player has been putting in the effort, while one player has threw away chance after chance. So I feel like that for me, Kamara should be the guy getting the nod in these kind of games. What position do you want most in the summer, says Reece McGuire? I think that's good. Good question. I think that it's got to be a lot of positions we need to improve on right now. I think that striker's got to be one of the priorities if we sell Edward. But everywhere is equally as important. I don't think it's cut and dry as saying one specific area is going to be more important than the other, because it's such a big job ahead of us. Anyone I'd like to see come into the team in the summer. I think that's what a video I'm going to have to sit down and think about over the next few weeks. Alright, John, nice to see you. People like Armstrong and Dane Murray should be playing games like this. Yeah, they should certainly be involved in the squad anyway, and we should be giving them an opportunity at some point, perhaps. And as Lewis said, someone like Montgomery, they should have a pretty good chance. And Lewis saying it's a pretty rested Falkirk side. Very quickly, if you haven't managed to see the lineups, if you haven't managed to see what's happening with the teams. Let's see. I'm trying to look for the Falkirk lineup very quickly to read it out. Oh, massive donation from Loudmouth PFC. Thank you very much, my man. Good to speak to you over the last couple of days through the Twitter replies, mate. He says, "Hi Ryan, you handsome man. I may become a Celtic fan once Mr. Eddie Howe takes over." Sorry, Robbie Nielsen. Mate, I am completely fine with that. Jump on the bandwagon all you like, mate. That's fine by me. I hope Barnet are doing well. I've not been keeping up with how Barnet have been doing, but I hope they're doing okay, mate. And I hope you're doing okay too. Thank you very much for the £5 donation, mate. It is very much appreciated as we set up for kick-off here. So very quickly, I will read out that Falkirk starting 11 for you. We've got Much, Mercer, Miller, Dowds, Nielsen, Francis, Leach, Salmon, Devaney, Fotheringham and McClelland. Now, I would go out my way to try and assume with the players that they're playing what formation as such they're playing, but I don't want to do an injustice to them, and I'm not even going to bother giving what FOTMob or anything give, because it's always wrong. The teams are now heading out the tunnels. Celtic are ready to go up against Falkirk in the third round of the Scottish Cup. Lads, get your predictions in the chat now. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and say a 2-0 win to Celtic. Now, it is one of those games a lot of people like, oh, maybe it'll be 4, maybe it'll be 5, but I'm going to keep it level-headed. I'm going to keep it a little bit grounded, considering how much this season has been full of surprises thus far. So I'm going to go for a kind of grounded prediction. So let me know in the chat, and also, very, very quickly, please, God Almighty, do not spoil the game. Do not spoil it until it's and that. Oh, there's Beans. Look, As much as I don't really mind, I won't lose my cool or anything, but please, for the sake of the enjoyment of the stream and for the sake of people who may not be watching the game and maybe watching me to watch the game and maybe using my commentary or my analysis of the game to keep up with it, do not spoil it in the chat for anybody if you can resist from doing it. There is moderators in the chat who will try and take care of those sort of situations. The last thing I want to do though is glance over at the screen and see 1-0 Celtic when I've still not seen it on my screen yet, so please, if you could, don't spoil the game. But thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into the game. I'm just going to put in a pinned message just now. Please do not spoil the game. There we go. I'm going to pin that if possible. And there we go. Pin message. That should be... Nope, that's the wrong... That is the wrong message I have pinned. Well done to whoever's message I have pinned. I've pinned the wrong fucking one. I am hopeless at this. Absolutely hopeless. I think I've removed the message now, but not unpinned it. My apologies to whoever left that. I'm just going to quickly go. There we go. Pin that. And that's us ready to go as we get ready at Celtic Park. It looks like Falkirk will be kicking off the game. I will try my best to look through the chat as the game goes on. We'll have a bit of a conversation. We're here for a bit of a laugh, and I thank you everybody who's so far is checking in on the stream. I'm just going to go and see. It's fine. I change. Right, okay, we're underway here at Celtic Park. I just wanted to check how many viewers we've got at this moment in time so I can give a big thank you. We're about, I think, nearly 200 viewers, so thank you very much. Will Scott Brown be sent off, says Gary? I don't think so, hopefully not. If he is, I'll be very disappointed, especially what is now an emotional ending of his Celtic career. Ball over the top here, offside. Lee Griffiths, you would never believe it. Lee Griffiths to be offside. Words that I have never said in a parallel universe. God, I've maybe got a bottle of water or something for this. I'm going to have motor mouth. It's just going to be dry. Constant dryness of the mouth. We're going to be in for a fun one. I wonder how these will go. Let me know also in the future if you feel like we should get people involved in these watch-alongs. Maybe watch something with like Ryan McGinley or somebody else from the podcast and watch a game with them. Or anybody really, or if you like the Goldbridge style, just me talking to myself. Let me know if everything looks okay as well. If any problems occur, then feel free to let me know, as I will try and make this the best quality of watch along we can possibly have. So make sure you get your questions in. What do I think of Karamoko Dembele's future at the club? I think that his future at the club right now is very much up in the air. Go on, lads. I think it's very much up in the air. I mean, I don't think he'll stay at the club much longer, which is annoying, but, you know, there's only so much you can do. That's a handball for Brown there, but you know what? They're going to keep going. That's fine. That's fine. Look, his future's up there here. I don't think he's going to have much of a future at Celtic, but Eddie Howe could make a difference. Let's see what happens with Eddie Howe coming into the club. If he can convince a lot of these players to stay, who knows? Maybe even the likes of Ayer and Edouard will think to themselves, I'm not saying they will, but you never know. I'm pretty much setting up myself for those players to part in the club, no matter what was going to happen with the manager. I think it's in the best interest of Ayer and Edouard's career now to move on. But if Howe's appointment is as blockbuster as we think, if the players share that thought, then maybe they can convince them to stay, and that goes as much as far as the youngsters, of course. So we'll wait and see. Eddie Howe is there, says Danny Lang. Is he? Nah, I doubt it. I was down at Celtic Park this morning. I seen the black Jeep, you know, or the black Mercedes. Seen that today. I think we can pretty much. I think we all knew anyway when we seen it that it wasn't Eddie Howe's car, and I think that pretty much confirmed it today. Unless he was doing an overnight stay in the main stand, which would have been a bit odd. Celtic, bit sloppy in possession at the minute. Falkirk just trying to get the ball up the field though, as we look to try and probably start the game with a goal as quickly as possible. That's what I'd like to see anyway. You know, let's take all the nerves out of the game. These kind of situations have left us open to losing against the likes of St Mirren, losing to the likes of Ross County. You know, the fact that we haven't scored and been convinced enough early on. You know, the nerves start to build in the game. So get a goal early on, and then that kind of calms the nerves for Celtic. I want to see that. Forrest, nice ball there. Rogic now on the ball. Go on, lads. Nice movement. Hitting out wide again. I thought we'd keep it narrow. Kenny's doing well there. Just make sure to get your questions in if you've got anything. I'll be happy enough to answer. Also, because I'm watching Celtic games, I'll be acting a wee bit differently. I might be quiet for portions of the stream, but I do want to enjoy the football. You know what I mean? I do want to enjoy it. But it's a good test to do this in. It's a good way to test whether or not I enjoy doing watch-alongs, doing it in a Scottish Cup tie against Falkirk. It's a game that probably means a lot less. Well, not a lot less, of course. It means a lot, but in terms of opposition, it's going to be a lot less hectic. I think it's one of those games that Celtic should be winning fairly easily. In regards, in comparison to games in the league in the split now, which might be a lot closer. You get what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's a good game. And of course, if we were playing another, that's good football there. Go on, lads. Forest ball in. If we were playing like a Livingston in this round, then it would be a completely different feeling. But it's a good game to test it out, and I would say, go on, lads. It's a good ball there. Just like Sal's the right person you want to see coming in, try to header it. Turn the camera, mate. Turn the camera. Also, yeah, a disclaimer. If you watch Twitch, you know this. You know this happens. So basically, the camera every half an hour goes off. It just goes by. It just turns off, and I need to turn it back on. So it's not died. It's not whatever. Just let me know. And I will put it back on so that we can sit and actually enjoy the game. I'm trying to look for some questions as Celtic try to regain possession here. That's a big man. Who do you think will captain Celtic next season, Gary? I think it'll be Cal McGregor. I think that's the obvious answer. I think it will definitely be him, unless Celtic went out their way to sign a captain, an established leader sort of thing. It's going to be McGregor though. I think we've all pretty much accepted that. Lewis Laird saying, looks like Forest is just sort of floating around the front areas. Yeah, it does, yeah. Craig Stevenson, I was meant to go to Milan, but they said tomorrow instead. That's correct. Stephen Welsh goes in there, uses his body really well, but giving away the foul. So far, not too much to... Did he give away the foul there? I just... Having a look here, I think it does give away the foul. One of those ones that first 5 minutes have been very much what you expect in terms of Celtic having the majority of the possession. I think we need to be a little bit calmer on the ball. A lot of the passing has been a little bit rushed. Seem like we haven't been as accurate as we would like to be, but Falkirk are going to be... That's the thing, you can't underestimate a team like Falkirk. Just because they're in League 1 doesn't mean that it's going to be a piss take, and I think a lot of people fall under that. That's good from Griffiths, to be fair. I've been getting a bit tight, but that was nice. Go on, lads. Too much on that, like Sal. I've been getting... as much as people may look over the League 1 side, they'll be hungry. And of course, they've not been playing a lot of football this year. They've not trained a lot. But look what Brora done to Hearts. You know what I mean? These lads will be hungry. They'll be wanting to make a name for themselves. They'll be happy to be back playing football. And trust me, they'll be happy to be playing it at Celtic Park. That's a big occasion for a lot of these guys. So they'll be hungry today. There's no reason to overlook them at all. It's a game in the Past to Paradise. No, it's not, Brody. It's not. It's on Premier Sports because the Past to Paradise is league games only. Because we've been robbed of all our fucking money. Annoying. I see a good question there from Jonathan Brown. I'll answer in a second because Celtic are moving forward to your Forest on that left-hand side now. I can see... Oh, good ball. Oh, I thought Griffiths was actually going to try and nip in ahead of Robbie Much there. But no, Forest, yeah, on that note, Lewis, it does look as though, what you said earlier, it does look as though Forest is kind of floating around that final third. He was on the right a moment ago and now he's on the left-hand side. So it does kind of suggest to me that Forest will just do a lot of moving around, and you'll get Christie maybe dropping into that right hand side whenever Forest isn't there. Maybe that's what happened because now Forest is back on. No, he's in the middle now actually. Oh well, there we go. There's Rogic to the right hand side now. So these three players just seem to be doing a little bit of alternating in who's going where, who's on the left, who's in the middle, who's on the right. See if it works, I suppose. Interesting to say the least. I'd rather just see Forest stay down the right hand side and the right the whole game. Go on, lads. Rogic, take a pop at that, son. That's right into section 113. Okay, ambitions on the Europa League next season. These are things about doing these watch-alongs. I'll end up getting asked this question like 1900 times over the course of like 3 watch-alongs. But in terms of the European football next year, I think Celtic's ambition should be to try and get to the Champions League. But realistically, we know we're not going to be probably doing that because of the quality of opposition we'll be coming up against in the playoff rounds of the Champions League, or not the playoff rounds, the qualifying rounds of the Champions League. They are teams who are very good. teams that would normally give Celtic a test in as far as the group stages of European competition. So it'll be difficult to make the Champions League. But of course, Celtic and Eddie Howe, if he is the manager, will make it an aim to get there, because just because it's a tough road ahead doesn't mean you don't want to. And Eddie Howe will like off tough liar. I realistically expect us to get to the Europa League groups, and I expect us to try and improve on what we done last year, certainly. We need to get to the knockout stages. James Forrest, ball in. Good defending there from Falkirk. Looking out for Lee Griffiths coming in. Go on, Welsh, big man, that's it. I like the way that Welsh does get in about it, to be fair. He isn't scared to get a bit physical. And of course, he's got to use that to his advantage. The fact that he is a bigger lad. You know, he's broad. He's got that kind of presence to make it difficult for attackers and get his body involved. But of course, when you do that, there is always a risk of being taken right out of the game, isn't there? Just a quick turn from an attacker and you're left to play catch up. He's a young guy and he'll learn from those sort of things. Go on, lads. That's nice, Turnbull. Too much, Tam. It was nice thinking. That's it, Kenny. That's it. Right, go on. That's it. Go on, Davy boy. Oh, good save for Robbie Much. Really good shot from Turnbull, to be fair. I didn't feel like... thanks very much, Aidan. I will do. You enjoy the game, mate. I really thought that Turnbull wouldn't shoot there for a moment, but he takes it, turns, and then takes a shot from just outside the box. He does really well to create that opportunity for himself, because I thought he kind of made the angle too obscure for himself, and then he does pull the trigger. And he does really well. And there we go. I heard the camera go away, but don't worry, lads. Don't worry. It's coming back. Ball across the ground rather than taking some air. That's nice! Oh, he's missed it! Oh, fucking hell. How you put that wide? It was really good football. Really good football there. But he's got to fucking scored that. Nah, it's unbelievable. It's so good. Really nice football, but I can't believe he's put that wide. It hits the wrong bit of his foot, doesn't it? It comes off, I think, just around his ankle rather than, the side of his foot. He's put it wide, and it really should be Celtic 1, Falkirk 0. It really should be. Lewis Laird should be guaranteed some form of European football. Would rather it isn't the Conference League. Yes, exactly. I do not want it to be the Conference League, because I don't know how seriously it's going to take. That's nice again. We're looking at it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, too much. A touch for Forrest there. Okay, no, we're getting a lot of chances here. We're moving forward well. We're looking motivated. We're looking encouraged. We're looking good. Ryan, what happened to the Celtic Football Manager videos? You can watch all my Football Manager stuff over on Twitch, mate. I'm doing all my Football Manager stuff on Twitch now. We're not doing Celtic at the minute, as in a single player Celtic save, but there still is the one with David, the co-op Celtic Rangers stuff. But it's all over on Twitch now, all my Football Manager stuff. I don't know when it'll be back on this channel. If it is, it'll be announced one day, probably when the next FM comes out. But there's not really any hunger for it on my channel at the moment, because the majority of people who want to watch are watching it on Twitch. A lot of people obviously in here who can come over and watch on Twitch will know that. Forrest looks sharp so far. Yep, I would agree. I think Forrest has looked good. And of course, there's a point we've already touched on. He's been kind of in that. So the first certainly the first 5 to 10 minutes anyway.
Is that right, aye?
Oh, hello, aye. What are you saying?
BT
Shit myself. Did you see it? Are you watching it?
No, just at Twitter.
Fucking miss.
You got to score that, son.
He has?
That 10-month road to recovery,
Oh.
Fitness.
Jesus.
Give him another 18 months and he'll be scoring it.
Well, he'll be Aberdeen.
No, but in 18 months he'll be scoring it.
Aye, but
Once he's back to full fitness.
Aye, he'll be scoring
It's a
them.
long road for the boy.
Aye, but he'll be scoring them.
I know, but as long as he gets back to fitness.
Aye, that's what matters.
It's been such a long road for the boy.
It's been an incredibly emotional journey.
Aye. You'll get there eventually.
Aye. One day.
Give it 5 years and his bleach.
How did the commentary go?
Smash.
Good, aye.
Absolutely
Good, aye. Experiencing that.
It was nice. I had a goal for Falkirk.
Shit my fucking pants there. Right, we're here. David was made his commentary debut today. I at East End Park against Hearts. He was called in the 11th hour to go and commentate his club's game against Hearts in the Scottish Championship. 0-0 draw. This one you want to remember as your first game you commentated. A 0-0 draw. Apparently it was an exciting game though, so he's not too disheartened. But it does kind of add into the woeful form that Dunfermline have seen at the minute. I think I'd rather be a Falkirk fan than Dunfermline. Did I see the Brian Rice meltdown? I did, in fact. I did see the Brian Rice meltdown. It was entertaining. Entertaining. Hats off to him. It was entertaining, to say the least. Right, come on, Celtic. You took your feet off the gas a little bit here. Let's do this. Come on. Yeah. Oh, James. James, what an absolute hero, my man. He's donated another, last time I think up to about 10 quid tonight in donations. Thank you very much, James. He's donated $4.99 and says donating again just for the world's greatest bromance. Now that is just unbelievable. Thank you very much, James. I really much appreciate that. And you know yourself, mate, as the personal bodyguard, that is much appreciated. Very much appreciated. So thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. About 225 views just now, apparently, so thank you very much. As we're 15 minutes in here, still Celtic 0, Falkirk 0. Celtic now looking to build out from the back as Falkirk gave away possession. Scott Bain commanding Stephen Welsh to move his arse. But will he do so? I wouldn't be listening to Bain. I want Barkas in goals now. Carried the ball through the middle here. That's nice. Lax out. Gets on it. Done alright there, but just kind of escapes his foot there. Oh, as it finally comes through. There's the noise that we're waiting for. The big house must stay open. It comes through a little bit delayed. Do I think Lee Griffiths will join Aberdeen? Yes. He has to. I can't believe he's missed that. You know, it's just you've got to put that in. This is what. So at the top of the stream, someone said, Lee Griffiths deserves a start over Kamara. He's miles ahead. Well, is he? Because Griffiths of 2 years ago would score that. Griffiths today doesn't. And that's the kind of thing Kamara gets slated for, when he doesn't score those. So I don't think there is a clear ahead of any of the two at the minute. I think if you were to measure them up in terms of what they've shown us in the park over the past season, none of them are clear of any. But one for me is clear in terms of working hard and wanting it. And that's Kamara. So that's why I want to see him start. And I also feel like at a younger age, we've got to try and get our money's worth out of this boy and try and produce a bit of talent out of him. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, we're doing well here. Nice football. Christie's got to shoot. He's got to shoot. It's all the fucking bar. It's actually not as bad as the rest of them, Christie. I'll give you that for fair. Yeah, I think this is the summer we move on from Griffiths, to be fair. I would imagine so. Ferdinand, Celtic 0, Falkirk 4. I would be stunned. Like, do you know what the worst nightmare would be? If I started this stream, like, you know Anfield Agenda, and he went live right after he went to do the Liverpool Villa game after Man United got beat 6-1 off Spurs, and he's like, 6-1? I'll tell you one thing, we'll not be getting beat 6-1 the rest of it. He was getting at the whole fucking shebang, bang, and then, like, it's cuts right to them losing 7-2, like, literally 2 hours later. That would be my worst fear. So, if Falkirk do win 4-0, then I don't want to be laughed at for that, because that's why I'm not saying anything. I don't want to say too much, to say the least. I don't want to say too much. It's Celtic. It's slowed down a little. I like that brief 2 minutes of the game. Are we that burnt out? I mean, I'm not. Obviously, you've got to balance, the expectation against, how realistic things are. We're not going to pound them with chance after chance for 10 minutes straight, but we went through a kind of 2 minute spell of creating nice kind of high tempo chances to now a little bit slow. But look, we're controlling the ball, and that's all I can ask for. We're doing well. Ayer strolling forward, looks so natural when he moves forward. Ball in from Christie, nodded away, gathered on the outside by Tom Rogic. Rogic does move the ball on. John Joe Kenny looking for a pass inwards. It's a poor touch from Forrest. Don't throw your arms up there, James. Move into the ball. That's it, move it again. Forrest tries to flick it on for Griffiths. A couple of poor touches there from Forrest, and what could have been really nice moves for Celtic. And Peter Law looks like he's about to fall asleep. That's nice. Fuck, it'll be me by the end of the night. Supposedly Kamal could be going to, on to New York Red Bulls anyway. Wonder if that will change. Oh, Christ. Apologies, I'm very dry in the mouth. I really should have invested in some water. To tell you the least, some water. That's the first time in my life I have pronounced water with a T. I don't even call it water, I call it water, obviously. But pronouncing it with a T is like a completely different world to me. I don't usually pronounce it with the T in the middle. Brown, that's it, big man. Lovely. That's what you've got to miss. Just look how casually he done that there. Just swung his leg, takes the ball, timed it incredibly well, and now we build on that attack. We've got to move, lads. Get in a space. Look at that big gap of space there. Move into it. Rogic. Go on, lad. Nice, Rogic. Keep moving into that space. That's it. Look up, Christie. Rogic is moving really nicely into space. He passes the ball off to Christie, and look, Rogic put out his arms now. That's frustrating. Rogic carved out a move really nicely there. Griffiths, he's tempted to take it from range, and once again, Forrest just can't perfect that first touch. That's 2 or 3 times now in this first half. And not even in this first half, in this last 5 minutes, Forrest has struggled to control the ball. But look, we've still got it. Ball in for Griffiths. He looks offside, and he is offside. Posh Ryan, yes, of course. Got to pens, isn't it, Sizzlers? I hope not. I was watching your bad pundits video. Can't believe Andy Walker never made it in the list. He would now if I was to redo it, to be fair. At the time, I don't know why I didn't put him in, but I just know I didn't at the time. I made that like 3-4 years ago, I think, now, so it's a bit outdated. Last world-class player to play for Celtic, for me, Nakamura, Moussa Dembele. That's the answer, Moussa Dembele. Well, that's the thing. Nakamura wasn't world-class. Moussa Dembele wasn't world-class either. The last world-class player to play for Celtic was Henrik Larsson. World-class would suggest, an elite group of players, world class. I would say anyway. In my eyes, world class is. I think that high class maybe. I don't know. Dembele, Nakamura fall into like the same bracket for me. Very special players, but world class, I don't know. World class is players who play for world class teams. And Celtic aren't a world-class club, but not a world-class team. Aye, and that's brilliant, big man. Carries it so elegantly for a big centre-half. Of course, former central midfielder James Forrest on this right-hand side. Ball line in. Griffiths, a swing and a miss, man. Hit it! Fucking move! And it's over the bar. Swing and a miss at first there from Griffiths, holding his face in his hands. Tries again, block. Christie comes in on the third attempt and puts it over the bar. But look, he's got to take his time. From that range, you've got to hit the target, no matter how crowded the area is. Look at the time that Christie gets here. It gets a lot of time to think. The ball bounces, and maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Christie, but for me, you've got to hit that target. I feel like you've got to. Michael Stewart just now going on to say exactly what I said. The parallels of me and Michael Stewart, I'm going to be hated now. That's it. That's brilliant. Is that Turnbull? Well done, wee man. Go on, Davey. Keep going yourself. Oh, I thought it was in. Oh, that was it. Really well done from Turnbull. Take a corner kick though. Virgil van Dijk, yeah, of course. He's world class. Of course, Virgil van Dijk is world class. Was he world class at Celtic? Maybe not. He's definitely world class. Of course, he's world class. And I think Moussa Dembele will go on to be world class. But I don't think they were world class at Celtic. There's a reason that he had to go to Southampton. He didn't go straight from Celtic to Liverpool. He had to get that move to kind of up his game. Christie, ball line. I don't think that Scottish football will be lucky enough to see a player world class at a Scottish club. I don't think we'll be lucky enough to see that in a long time. Larsson was a very special breed. He was world class when he was at Celtic. I think the late 90s, early 2000s was a time for both Celtic and Rangers where we had players world class at our clubs. Laudrup at Rangers, Larsson at Celtic. I don't think we'll see that anytime soon in Scottish football. We've had players who've came here, went on to be world class, but I don't think, or could go on to be world class, but I don't think we'll have. Andy Robertson, another one who played for Dundee United, but I don't think there'll be players who'll be world class while at those clubs. There's a lot of development as soon as they get those moves. Ball upfield as far as Robbie Much. Can I do a video of the 9 in a row kits from best to worst? That's a good idea. I like that. Might think about that. Blair Sutherland, what do you think about all the Eddie Howe news, Ryan? Horny? No, I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Yeah, exactly. That's that. I think that you've said it right, Green Lichty. Virgil's a Rolls Royce amongst courses up here, and that's no disrespect to our league. I mean, maybe I wouldn't phrase it quite like you have, but he was above everyone else. He was very, very good. And getting the chance to play with players who were of a higher level in England really enhanced his game. And of course, it didn't mean he's not a bad player while he played here, but it certainly means he got better as soon as he went to England. So you got to remember that. Laxalt with a ball in the box, right as far as Griffiths, comes to the outside. Kenny moves it in forward to Rogic, out wide. Forrest now, look at the cut in, takes a shot with the left, blocked. Griffiths is there, turn, shoot! That's a pen! Is that a pen? I don't know, maybe not. Laxalt into the hands of the keeper. Was it a pen? It looked as though there was contact with the player. It looked as though Griffiths was taken down there. Can I get a highlight, please? Can I judge it on the highlight? That'd be nice. Forrest shoots, blocked. Like, Griffiths has to be quicker here, I think. He takes it round, then you strike, then you shoot. It comes. It's so hard for that angle as well. Like, they've shown it through everybody's back. Can't tell. I think that's a penalty. I'm not going to cry about it, but I think that might be a penalty. I think Griffiths a bit harsh. But look, he should have struck it a bit quicker, I think. But look, I didn't see an awful lot of contact with the ball there on that. And my stream's frozen. Nice. Woohoo! Good. Just what you're wanting when you're fucking trying to do a live watch along of the game. There we go. That's us. But I think that could be they're showing it now. That's a better angle. That's a penalty. That's absolutely a penalty. That's a penalty. I think we've been. I don't see contact with the ball there. That's a pen. It's annoying. But look, we're on top in a minute. Corner now for us. Good ball in. Griffiths tries to get to it, cleared away. Nice. Off the face of Brown. Try to look in at the chats as well. Well, we're also talking about the football, of course. For anybody asking, that's what I meant to do. Get a timer. That would be very helpful. Yeah. Of course. That's what I meant to do. Put a timer on screen. I'll fix it at half time. I'll try and maybe fix it just now. If I can. If I can do it, I'll try and do it just now. So please pardon me if I don't answer any questions. I'm going to very quickly try and get a timer so that we can see what minute I'm on as we watch. Here we go again. We've been very much the dominant side here, as you'd expect, but we're yet to find the back of the net, and that has come back to haunt us on many occasions this season. Christie to Turnbull, back to Christie. There's a man out left. Look here. Out wide. Alright, fair enough. That was actually quite nice. I'm sitting there, out wide. Now it goes to Laxalt. I think he's to cut the middle pass out there. And Laxalt has so much time and space on that left-hand side. Look up. What do I know? I'm just a fat dick that sits in a chair. How to get timer. Forgot all about a timer. I knew there was something missing, but I wasn't entirely sure. So let's see. I need to download something called Snaz apparently. That's not useful. I'll get it for the second half, lads. Don't worry. I will get it for the second half. As we continue to watch on here the first half in the game. The Falkirk keeper is having to do too much, says Sheen. Are you proud of that one? Does that make you laugh? Make you smile? I feel like banning you. I'm joking. Yeah, feel free to send in anything if you can. Who actually is the referee? Is it John? It's Beaton, innit? It's John Beaton. John Beaton's the referee. I think I can't believe he's not give a penalty. I can't believe he's not give a penalty, to be honest. It is one of those ones I've seen them given, I've seen them not given, but for me, there's no contact with the ball. It's a penalty kick. Griffiths, good ball. Make a bit of contact with that man. This has all the makings of everything we've seen against St Mirren and everything we've seen against Ross County. It has all the makings of that. All the makings of it. Here we go. James Forrest. Go on, wee man. Take him out of the game. Nice. Move, turn. Shoot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shoot now. Christie. Oh, it wasn't the worst from Christie, but you've got to put more direction in it. Wasn't the worst, though. Just over the bar from Ryan Christie. A curling shot. He tried for the cheeky finesse finish. But look, I guess it's too... I think even if he hits that on target, it's going to be saved by the keeper. Because it's too down his throat. You've got to go and put that in a corner, especially if you're going for one of those curled finishes. You've got to go on the left, you've got to go on the right. You don't go down the middle, you don't hit at the keeper. It's too easy for the keeper to save. But look, it wasn't a bad chance, and Celtic getting a couple of chances there. The ball, when it comes in the box before that, a bit of contact there. I think it may be Turnbull who's standing in the area. He connects with that. That's a goal. It's how in the stand. No, he won't be, I don't think. I doubt that. It's far too hard to hide. Like, think of the amount of journalists and that are there. Let's just take one photo and it's everywhere. Celtic would try to keep this very much as we all know it's happening, Celtic would try to keep everything being as far from official as possible for as long as possible. For as long as possible. Very quick one. So I have to answer someone, hold on. Right, come on. Nice, that's really nice. Big Ayer, man, what a player. Good defending, good defending. Really well done from Ayer. Ayer's been superb so far for me in this game. He's carried the ball forward so many times and so confidently. And we know he can do that. It's nothing new. It's not as if I'm surprised watching Ayer carry the ball elegantly while he's moving forward. You know, it's nothing that we've not seen before. But it certainly is. It certainly is exciting when you see it happen, to say the least. Falkirk can't deal with these crosses. They're setting the ball up in the tee for Celtic, says Bill. Well, they're dealing with them reasonably well so far because we still haven't scored. But it looks as though it's going to keep going and keep going and keep going until we do score. So I get where you're coming from to an extent, Bill. Falkirk in the Championship, no, they're in League One. The old third division. Go on, Turnbull. Another decent delivery in here. It's coming. You can feel it coming. Good ball. Wasn't the greatest ball, actually. It looked it. Then the camera moved. Nice, Christie. Took control of the ball really well there. Griffiths out wide. Heavy touch, but he's got to get on to the end of that. Corner again. God's sake. Who's got their corners coupons up? Fuck me, there's been about 10 this off. We'll look at the stats at half time to see what it's been like. Quick corner taking this time for Celtic. Come on, lads. I want to win this cup so fucking badly. So fucking badly. Ball in here. Clear the way again. See, it's for as much as we're getting balls in and we're causing Falkirk problems, you know, they'll be happy enough to take that. I think they'd rather take the crosses than shots from Christie, Rogic and Turnbull from oh, that's nice, Griffiths offside again, man. I think that one's more, I'm not going to be as harsh on him for that one, because I think this one is a lot, he's a fucking ball hair offside, to be fair. Ball hair. Connor Salmon, Big Connor Salmon. I said it on Twitter the other day, it feels like every single year, every single season, every year, we'll find a way to play Connor Salmon. No matter what, no matter who he plays for. He could be playing for Zhengzhou in China, and we will find a way to play Connor. I will see his baldy head on my telly, no matter what season, what year it is. We will see Connor Salmon play against Celtic. I said it on Twitter today. It will happen. Every year, without fail. It will happen. Like, I'm almost convinced that it's just part of the script now. Part of the script to happen. As I move the chat back up. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, Brown, that's it. Nice. Nice. Foderingham tried to take him there, but he done well to turn around with the ball. Kenny chasing it. Good ball. Good delivery when it was quite hard for him to get to. I feel Forrest started the game very lively, but I feel like since he's been a bit sluggish with the ball at his feet, I think he's been a bit, don't know, he's not been as sharp as what we're used to seeing him with the ball at his feet. But look, I feel like it would be harsh to go out your way and and be too critical on him, considering that he's been out for so long. But look, 0-0, 33 minutes in, we need to get a goal, because it's too many times this season we've been playing well, been all over teams. First half we've been creating chances, and then you come out in the second half and you're not the same, and then Falkirk catches Sleeting, but next thing you know you're at the cup. It's too many times this season we've dropped points down to similar situations. So I would like us to go up the park and get a goal before the end of this half. David Hunter, depressing to watch. Christie and Griff have to go. I would maybe agree with Griffiths. I don't know if you mean in this game or just in general, actually, because if you mean in this game, I'd agree Griffiths has to go off. Christie, maybe give him a bit longer. I don't feel like he's been too bad. I feel like his shots haven't been great as normal, but he's been okay with the ball when he's had it. In terms of in general, if they have to go, I would probably agree with you. Good ball again. Griffiths just can't connect with the ball today. That's free chances. Free chances Griffiths has had now. And a player that I'm continuously told in the comment section is an amazing player and an amazing finisher, and he's still great. Not putting those in the back of the net, or not even getting them on target, and not even connecting with the ball is shocking. Thank you, donation. Thank you very much. Plexi Blocks has donated $5 and says Rogic looks like. Oh, here we go. By the way, nah, it's not. It says Plexi Blocks says Rogic looks like an ex-pro in a charity match. Has to get hooked at half time. Yeah, I think that Rogic, Christie and Turnbull have had a very similar game, in the sense that I feel like they've done okay with linking up with each other and even getting Forrest and Laxalt involved wider. But yeah, I can certainly see what you mean in terms of Rogic's fitness. He has looked a bit sluggish at points. But I don't feel like he's been that bad. I feel like those three outside of actual shots have been okay. Here he goes now, Rogic. Here he goes. Big man moves it out wide to James Forrest. James Forrest trying to cut in. Is he going to shoot? He's gone back on his right hand foot. Right hand straight. And it's blocked out for a corner once more. Right hand foot. That's a first. Who's got a right hand foot? I think that that's the thing now. I think the Celtic fans have to get very cautious not to just lambast. This isn't me making a desperate plead for Ryan Christie to back him and all the rest of it, because I have been, for one, critical of Ryan Christie ever since he signed for Celtic. If you go back far in my chat, as far as you can in the channel, I've never been a huge Christie fan. Nice. Big Hire's been class today. But I've never been a massive Christie fan. But I feel like as of recently, Christie can put in a decent shift, and this is both for Celtic and Scotland, and he's going to get Doug's abuse because he's had a terrible season. Look, I understand he's very frustrating, he's had a poor season, but I feel like we're now becoming, as Celtic fans, very much we're using him as a scapegoat no matter how bad or good he's played. I think we need to become cautious of that, because I don't think Christie has been the worst today, to be the least. But we're only 36 minutes in. I mean, he hasn't been great today. I'm not saying that, by the way. I don't think he's been as poor as what he's been in other games, is what I'm saying. I feel like to say he's been good would be stretching it as well. But his link-up play and such, I think, has been not too bad. Here he is now, speaking of devil. Laxalt out, Iron out. And just spreading it across that back line. I'll have a look at the chat in a second, lads, as Celtic move forward. Kenny goes for an ambitious pass, and his mate by Tom Rogic cut in, big man. Stay in your feet. Nice. Scott Brown. I'd love to see him just take a pop. Brown, Turnbull, free kick referee. Good position for it. Good position. This is it. I'm feeling it. Stick Davey on it. We've not got Edward, so stick Davey on it. I'm not going to look at the chat just in case people see it and there's a goal. There's no a goal. I want to experience this free kick with my own eyes. This is going to hit the wall. Oh, Griffiths is going to take it, isn't he? Griffiths is probably going to take it. It's going to go fucking right against the wall. I hope Turnbull strikes it. Turnbull's got to strike it. I'll look at the chat in a moment, lads. Turnbull's got to hit this. Turnbull's got to hit it. It's on Turnbull's side as well. This is Turnbull's free kick. It's got to be. If Griffiths hits, I'll be fuming. Unless it goes in. Go on, Davey. Not the worst. Not the best either. I've not got my vaccine yet, no. Good question from Wither Rider. Ryan, do you think Barkas will come through next season when he has Julian and maybe Ayer in front of him? Hopefully. He does have Julian and Ayer in front of him. I think that's the perfect word though. But I think Barkas will come through, yes. I was reading last night, I've seen it on Twitter anyway, that apparently that Vasilius Barkas was looked at by Eddie Howe when he was Bournemouth manager. So hopefully he's got a bit of a liking for Barkas. And maybe he does have a future at the club. 39 minutes gone. Celtic all over this mob. We've had chance after chance after chance. We've not put the ball in the back of the net, and for me, that's a worrying sight. Credit to Falkirk, who've defended well when they've had to, and Robbie Much has made a few decent saves. But it's all the makings of one of those fucking horror shows that we see every single week, you know? Go on, lad. Not every single week. I don't know why I said every single week. It's not every single week. But we've seen a lot of weeks this season. Christie needs dropped. He's getting too much game time for his performances. I wouldn't mind if he dropped. Go on, big man. Oh, Ayer's been super. Now, why has Ayer looked more of a threat than Lee Griffiths moving forward? Why has Ayer looked more of a threat going forward than Rogic and Christie? Ayer has been brilliant today. He's carrying the ball very well. He's looking like a natural attacking player. Now his shot there isn't good. It's not great, but I feel like he's carried the ball very much like an attacking player today, an attacking talent today. And the guy's playing at centre half. 5 minutes till half time. We really need to get a finger out. And I feel like that Kennedy has got to be smart with his substitutions today as well. Considering the fact that it's a Scottish Cup match. Players should be getting time. Players should be getting chances. Like, for me, Griffiths should be getting no more than 50, 60 minutes to try and impress and try and get a goal. That's a pen again, ref. Oh, he's pulling him down. I don't know. Once again, I just claim for pens when I say him. Big disclaimer. I call for pens whenever it could be a pen without knowing if it is a pen or not. I wait till the highlight comes round to then decide if it's a pen. Somebody for Falkirk's down there. I missed that. Here we go. Nice. Turnbull moves it out wide. Forrest. He's got to cut in. He's right. Keep going. He's trying it again. Maybe one too many times for Forrest. It just seems so. And I feel like that's came across with Forrest a lot in this game. And maybe as well for Rogic and Christie. Now that I've seen that happen there, it's been a bit eye-opening. I think we're far too relying on the same. If it doesn't work once, try it again. Oh, the camera went. Oh, sorry. I'll get that. Thank you very much for letting me know. Thank you. But I feel like that's one too many times. He tries to cut in his right hand side. He does it. Another defender comes in. He tries to cut in his right hand side again. But I feel like Forrest has been cutting in his right or cutting in his left all game. Got to add something more. That's what Eddie Howe's got to, like, watching those training videos with Bournemouth. It just looks as though he's really good at trying to get players to expand their game, and we really need that. We really do need that. The camera will be coming back on. Don't worry. It's coming back on. It's coming back on. Don't worry. I fixed it. It's coming back on. It's just behind a little. Forrest again. I feel like we're just a little bit too predictable in what we do. Moving forward, I feel like a lot of players might be running a little bit low this season on kind of ideas and creativity, and ultimately it's costing the team. But okay, it's a bit frustrating. Got to try and get a timer sorted for the second half as well, don't worry, so we can see how long is left in the game. And so people can watch back and look at the moments there may be a goal, and they can see my reaction, and they can clip my reaction, and they can give my reaction to the Kennedy meltdown when undoubtedly Falkirk go on to win 1-0 in this game. Because it's just going to happen, isn't it? 19 shots, 3 in targets. How it is right now. I was going to wait till half time to pull up the stats to kind of examine what we've seen in this first half. But right now, to me, it's screaming out a Falkirk robbery. It's screaming out the cup exit to Ross County. It's screaming out the loss at Parkhead to St Mirren. And games this season that we threw away points when we should have converted about 10 separate chances. You know, that is what this game is currently screaming out to me. 43 minutes play, pardon me. I'm waiting for to get my new mic for stuff like this as well. That's it, Tom. That's it, Tom. No, it's not that. It's not it. It's not it at all. It's not it, Ryan. It's not it. You're at it. You're at it, you. Ah, poor. Brown, stick in there. Oh, he's pushed Brown right off the ball. Brown won't like that. Connor Salmon, the big man. That's going to be yours, Welshie. Nice. Stephen Welsh does well there. Going up in the race against the Falkirk forward. I think nervous when Ben has the ball at his feet. Aye, the world kind of stands still when he has the ball at his feet, doesn't it? Goal kick, Celtic. Falkirk yet to have a shot, I think. I don't think that Falkirk have had a shot in the game. John Kennedy looks pretty neutral as always on the touchline. Looks pretty straight faced. Looks contempt with what he sees. Contempt. Ball out wide. Go on, lads. Nice turn. Nice. Move it in. Just a little bit too much on it for Christie to go and meet that. Falkirk are defending well, though, and we have created a lot of chances. And we have done a lot, but, you know, Falkirk have certainly defended well when they've had to. And it's the reason we've not scored a goal. That and the fact that we can't hit a fucking barn door. Coming up for half time now. I don't imagine there'll be much stoppage time. I don't think there'll be any stoppage time, in fact. Ball out wide. Kenny can't get onto that. Big Connor Salmon's everywhere, man. Fuck me. I'm telling you. Can't avoid him. You can't avoid him. He's a fucking big guy at all. Works hard in the gym. Turnbull. Corner. This will probably be the last act. Surely. Last act of the first half. David Turnbull to take the corner kick. Will we get anything from it? Turnbull swings it in. Meets Ayer's head. Over the bar from James Forrest. Half time. Celtic 0. Falkirk 0. For everybody who thought it was going to be a 5 or 6 0, I told you, let's not get as over our heads with it. And that, there we go. That's half time 0-0. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the football. And let's get some questions answered before I go for a quick 5-minute break before the second half begins as the teams walk back down the tunnel. My quick review here at half time would be that Celtic have been, of course, all over the game. They've been the better side, but we haven't been good enough in that final third. I feel like that doesn't even just come down to our chances, and that doesn't just come down to our final product. I feel like there has been a few moments, and I think particularly in the likes of James Forrest and maybe Tom Rogic as well. Our touches, our playing with the ball, our feet hasn't been as good as it should be. Griffiths has been very poor for me. A guy who 2 years ago would have had 3 goals in this game for me. But the story of Griffiths is that this is the best we see from him now, swinging and missing. 3 chances he should be doing better with, and he doesn't do good enough. And I feel like, yeah, it's harsh to kind of go heavy or go very much too critical on individual players because the season has been an entirety of disasters, mistakes, and players not performing to standards. But I just feel like Griffiths has to score a few of those chances, and the stats will show you that right now Celtic have been just the standard of what this season has become: wasteful, and letting teams hang on to get a chance late in the game that's going to knock them out the competition. So it's a bit of a weird one. So make sure you get your questions in. I'm going to quickly go and pull up some stats on screen from the first half just to read out for those who may not be watching and get a better idea of what's happening. I don't even think I'll get any. I don't think we'll get many stats on Falkirk. They don't usually do it with games like third round Scottish Cup against Falkirk, so I'll just quickly try and load them up my screen right about now if I can find. I can't find them anywhere, man. I can't find them anywhere. Live commentary, would it be in here? Yes, it will be. There we go. Bang. Stats. So, very quickly, if you do want to know what it has been like, then I will actually pull it up on screen for you so that you can see. So if you give me a second and I put this up, you will be able to see. Oh, look at that. Look at what you can see here. Look at this. Ooh, fancy. You'll be able to, if I can quickly by this. Yep, if I get that up on screen for you, we can have a quick look at what the half-time stats have been like in regards to what we have seen here with Celtic and Falkirk. There are the half-time stats there for a quick look at those. Celtic dominating possession, 82.8% of the ball, 21 shots to Falkirk's none, but 3 of those 21 on target. That to me is embarrassing, and it's been the story of our season, really. How poor we've been in front of goal. I mean, how poor defensively. It's really just been a poor season in general. But that is the half-time stats there. Off target, 12 attempts. Blocked, 6 attempts. As I said, Falkirk have defended well when they've had to. Give credit to them for as much as we've been dominant and for as much as we may deserve a goal. There's a reason we've not scored them in some cases, and that has been decent enough defending from Falkirk, a League One side who have been trying their best. Robbie Much only tasted though 3 times, making 3 saves in the game. Shots seem to be steering towards the keeper more and more when we give them the opportunity, which is annoying. So very quick, we'll take a couple of minutes of questions before I take a quick break. A very big thank you to the 278 people who are watching. Ryan McGinley in the chat saying this has been absolutely honking as usual. Had a great day until I started watching this. Roll on the rebuild, says the Hulk banger. Football Prime Ginger Ryan, so it's gone well, mate. Skip down a little bit to the questions. Good energy from the team tonight. Plenty of running and making themselves available for the pass. Closing down well when they don't have the ball. Just need to finish the chances. And I would agree with the majority of what Rab is saying there. I feel like Ayer has been very good at moving forward with the ball. I feel like a lot of the link-up play has been good. But at the end of the day, in the final third, we're not improving on what has been a very poor season. And it doesn't seem like signs of improvement are going to come anytime soon. Is why we desperately need to go and make a managerial appointment. It's why we desperately need to get Eddie Howe in and around the training ground as quickly as possible. There's no point waiting until the summer. We may as well get him in because we can't finish our dinner. We can't create. We can't score. We can create, but we can't score. That's exactly the issue. That's that. Thankfully I'm not a Celtic fan as well as a Juve fan. Don't think I could have took those in 2 10-0 seasons, says Craig. I would be so sad if that was the case. I hope Eddie Howe isn't watching. Well, Leon, I can assure you, if he has agreed to taking a job, which we're hearing he has, then he will certainly be watching, and he'll certainly be thinking to himself, well, I can't wait to get my own recruitment done. I can't wait to get my own players in. I can't wait to get this team back to where they belong, because that is so poor in the final third. It doesn't seem like Celtic. This is a team that only a year ago, or a year and a month ago, I should say, were scoring goals. We're scoring goals for fun, and they were doing it out of really good chances. And now we're making really good chances, and we're not finishing them. As I've mentioned already, Griffiths is swinging and missing. 3 goals he should have in this half, in my eyes, and he doesn't have them. So that's what I would say. What's my reaction to the lineup? Well, it's a bit late for that now, Jack. Half time. But I was not happy. I said at the start of the stream, I don't think Griffiths should have started. I was unhappy to see Griffiths start, and I have been vindicated in what I am saying in that. I don't think Griffiths should have started, and so far from his performance, I'm not happy that he started, to say the least. I'm now going to go and take a quick 5-minute break. Please stay with us here on the channel. I'm just going to go and get myself a drink, a wee bite to eat, and then we're ready to go again for the second half. After all, I don't want to sit in this chair for like 120 straight minutes. That would be sick. That would be horrible. So, I'll be back in a moment. Please stay with us and let people know who may join along in the stream that we'll be back for the second half in not a long time. Right, okay. We're back. We're back with a bang! I'll put my camera on in a second, lads. Let me just get something. Don't know why I said I'd sort of. Oh, can you see me? Hey! You just can't hear the music. I don't know why I'm doing that. I feel like I'm on Twitch because on Twitch you can hear what I hear. I can't do that on YouTube because I'll get demonetized, and this is like what I want my job to be, my livelihood. And I can't risk losing that money. So you just can't hear what I hear through these headphones. So when I sit doing this, it just looks a bit fucking daft, really. I will pull the chat back up on screen. Is that the team's coming out for the second half already? Fuck, I don't have time to go and get a... So I'll get a timer. Set 45-minute timer. I've got an idea that I think will work. Oh no, stop, reset. Right, I think when I press start, that will work. But you'll have to look at it from like a... So if I do this, right, this should work. I'll get to the chat in a second, lads, do not worry. But look, if I do this, right, and then I go a 45-minute timer, and then, oh, sugar, right, I'll fix it in a second, because I've got to get ready to press start. But it'll be like a countdown rather than a count up, you know what I mean? I'll get that sorted for the next watch along, but it's like the way that they do it on, I think that's the way that Goldbridge does it, isn't it? He's got his counter going down, so you can just watch the misery go for me. It's like a what's it called? A sand timer thing. It's like that. You could just watch as my misery is drained from me. Sorry, my happiness is drained from me, and the misery grows in me. That's exactly what you're going to say. See, I'll be in the chat in a moment. I'll see what everybody's saying as the timer is now underway. The second half kicks off, and I will now get that on screen. Oh, okay. Now you can't see it. That's nice. That's good. Right. That's that. Oh, this is amazing. This. I can't see a fucking thing. I can't get my chat. Amazing. There we go. Oh Christ, what's happening here? Nearly missed something already. So now, yeah, I know what all you can see on your screen right now is a timer. I'm going to fix that. Don't you worry. I'm a right fucking stinker at this, aren't I? So I'll make this smaller. Right, watch this. He's ready. He's ready. How professional are we over here on the Ryan118 channel? How professional. So now, if I do this, and I do this, yep, that's it. And then you do that, it's going to freeze or something. It's frozen. It's actually like frozen. So if I do that, and then I put that here, right? For some reason it's frozen. But if I do this, and then I open up my chat, if I go chat now, and now my fucking stream's froze, we should be able to go. That should be us. Right, okay. I don't know if the timer's frozen. Let me know in the chat. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Back here for the second half. First half, of course, we were very much the same as what we've been in a lot of the games this season. On top, but not able to hit the barn doors. We can't score. Couldn't put it in the back of the net. So what can we do? What can we do about it? So let me know what you are thinking, and let me know anything in the chat, and we'll talk about it. I've seen a lot of the regulars cutting about, and thank you to everybody who has been watching along so far. Thank you to everybody if you've liked the stream, shared the stream, donated if you have donated. I am very much appreciative of that. Thank you very much as we wait for the new microphone, and that's kind of exciting times, a lot of money, but thank you if you've donated, and I will get ready to watch this second half together. Ball in the box, but collected by Robbie Much. If Christie was to get dropped, who would you put in instead? Well, my ideal midfield would probably be McGregor and Sorrow sitting in the in the double pivot role, and then I'd have El Yunusi out left, Forrest out right, Turnbull there. That would be my ideal in a 4-2-3-1. That's what I'd have. I'd have those two. I'd have Brown, Sorrow ahead of them. I'd have Turnbull, El Yunusi out left, Forrest out right. That's what I would have. So that would be me. You know what I mean? It's a timer froze again. Is it froze again? Might just have to deal with it, to be honest. I can see it's froze, right? We'll need to get a new way to... I'll need to install a software for it. I know how to do it, but I just need to install a software for it. The timer we're just going to have to leave. We managed to cope in the first half. Nobody was exactly sad without it in the first half. So we'll hopefully just manage to put up without it in the second. That's a free kick. In a very good area for Celtic. Let's see, I'm once again not going to look at the chat because I'm worried. I want to enjoy the free kick. I want to be able to sit and watch it as a fan as I normally would, knowing, sitting on the edge thinking, will it go in, will it not? You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. Comes in, Turnbull brought down on the edge of the area. He was doing well there, Turnbull. I thought he was looking as though he was going to do well. Eric, the way he takes the ball, ready to dance. Griffiths and Turnbull once again standing over it. And I'll say what I said for the same situation in the first half free kick. It's got to be Turnbull hitting it. When was the last time Griffiths scored a fucking free kick? Are we still in that? Is people still got that mindset that Griffiths just scores free kicks whenever he hits them? It's got to be Griffiths to hit it. Griffiths hits it. What to say? The first one, it'll go right at the fucking wall. Every time. Every fucking time. I want to see Kennedy make changes soon. I want a change up front. Even if it's Edouard, bring him on. Just somebody who can score a goal. Griffiths has had so many missed opportunities, man. Another corner kick for Celtic. Hey, Maurice, I'm good, mate. How are you? Falkirk are taking the piss on Twitter about Christie. No fucking wonder. I would love to see that, though. Yeah, he's not had to air the war for a fucking 2 years, man. When was the England game? 2017. That's a handball for Rogic said it looked like, but it's not going to stand. Falkirk player down with an injury, rolling around. Celtic are going to keep the ball. I think he was holding his leg, now he's holding his heat, the guy. And now he's getting up. There you go. He tried. Oh no, he's still doing. It doesn't look as though he's going to get up. Celtic are going to keep playing on. Controversial as it may be to some, Celtic still going. The guy's still getting up. Move your ass. Jesus fuck. There you go, here's Christopher Ayer. On this right hand side of the pitch. Good pass in for Griffiths. Maybe a bit too much on it for Griffiths to control. A poor touch, but there was a lot of power in the pass. It's another corner for Celtic. Dowd still down for Falkirk. Do you think Kamara deserves to start? Yeah, we touched that in the first half, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, hold up. I might be like a minute behind, but you've got to remember, what I see is like, you see me a minute after I've actually said it. So not a minute, but like you when I say something, you just get it like 20 seconds later. There's like a delay between the broadcast. You know what I mean? A fit Griffiths on form would have 5 goals in this game. Exactly, Rab. But when was the last time we had a fit Griffiths? That's why he needs to go. Because there's no point taking chances on him anymore. There's no one giving him more chances. I've loved Griffiths throughout his time at Celtic. A bit of an overstatement. But I've always wanted him to succeed. I've continuously said I'd love him to score goals. I love it too well. But we're not getting that. The guy's 30-year-old now. We need to move him on. Kamala needs these chances. Ayeti needs these chances. Why give them to Griffiths? And people keep saying, people keep going, but Griffiths could do it. Griffiths scores, he steps up. He's not done that in fuck knows how long. It's only so long you can use that. Falkirk making a change. Is that Dowd's going off? It was me saying, get up, you prick. No, he's going off. Yep, he's off. Dowd's is going off the park for Falkirk and all, and it is coming Keena. As Celtic stand over the same corner kick we've been waiting to take for a wee bit of a minute now. Good ball in. Cleared away from Falkirk. I'm telling you, it's going to end up going extra time, innit? Brown moves it out. Griffiths has to collect it. Nice pass in there. Take a shot, son. Rogic was going wide anyway, even if it made its way through the defenders. Falkirk looking to go and hit on a counter-attack. They've still to have a chance in the game. They've not had a shot on goal yet. Leach moves the ball forward, but it is cleanly intercepted by John Joe Kenny as we look to go and do the same thing. Poor pass from Kenny, but good pressure from Falkirk. Can't blame Kenny for it too much. Ayer's doing well. Here he goes, a big man, carrying the ball forward as he's done so many times in this game. And look at him, he seems so natural, using his strength here up against the Falkirk midfield. He's now going to calm it down a little bit, take the ball back, and it's with the feet of the captain, Scott Brown. I think we've seen the last of Griffiths pre-COVID. I think that spell of Griffiths, and it's unlucky for him that happened, but we gave him chance after chance after it happened. So, I mean, what can you do? Falkirk to win in penalties, says Bold Silly. I wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked. You know, it's something that would not take me by surprise. Christie, such fucking piss poor. Oh, shit. Really? Really? Do you see that? A corner for fuck me. Christie tries to take the corner quickly, hits it right to Falkirk. But it's not even like it's a contested player. He just hits it right to the Falkirk player. It's fucking atrocious. I think it's only 3 subs, Plexiplox. I think it might only be the 3. I know Griffith, I feel like Griffiths has tackled himself. Like, oh, Griffiths, move it! It's the way he just seems so off the mark. He seems so, he's no sharp. His decision making, I think his decisions look right. They seem right. It looks as though he wants to do the right thing, and he's just not executing it. And that's what we need. Intentions aren't good enough. We need the final product. Right there, Griffiths tries to make the pass, but he completely misses the ball. And then he takes out the Falkirk player and gives away a foul. For me, Griffiths has to go off. What am I thinking about the game? What's my end prediction, Reece? Well, I said 2-0 at the start of the night. I'm going to stick with 2-0. But that's in the mindset that Celtic get a goal in the next 15 minutes, I'd say. After that, then you're starting to think that maybe you've got to look at perhaps extra time in the game. Because I think as time goes on, Celtic will get more and more tired. Falkirk will get more and more confident and more happy with defending the game, I think. And we rely on moments of magic from players like Turnbull and bringing on a Dwabble. We rely on that. So as time levels down, it'll become more and more favourable for Falkirk. It'll become more and more likely this game will get pushed to distance and go to extra time or such. So we'll wait and see. Here's Stephen Welsh. I think he's been okay today. He's impressed me once again. Quietly impressed me each week. Kenny on this right hand side. Big Salmon, he's everywhere. Big Connor Salmon's leaping through us. Fucking hell. Brown does well. Wins the ball back, moves it out. Here's Tom Rogic moving forward with the ball, looking a little bit sharper now in this second half. Tom Rogic carrying the ball forward really well here. He's in the area. Blocked. Once again, man, just shots get blocked, shots getting put over the bar. It just seems to be the norm for what has been. Oh, nice. Oh, he's moved out. Oh, Forrest can't control. Oh, it's went in somehow. It somehow went in the back of the net. Jamesy Forrest is 1-0 Celtic. I thought Robbie Much would get to that. Celtic 1, Falkirk 0. We finally find the breakthrough. And as I said, we needed a goal in that space of time. I said a few minutes ago, in the next 15 minutes we needed a goal. And James Forrest, he's back, lads. He's back. I'm going to agree. He's back with a bang. Fantastic, Jamesy Forrest. Getting the goal there, 1-0 up. Cummins in his right hand side. He's been doing that an awful lot this game. I don't know how. Does it just swerve? Does Much just have a howler? Takes it in his right foot. Yeah, the keeper kind of falls. Does it take a deflection? Rogic has done really well in the build up to that goal, both on that play and the play before. And Robbie Much tries to palm it away. But wee Jimmy Forrest is there. It's Celtic 1, Falkirk 0, and it's great to see James Forrest back on the score sheets. It's great to see him back, of course, back in the starting lineup. So do you know what? Happy days. Celtic 1, Falkirk 0. You'll take that 1-0 up. I say 2-0. I wasn't expecting a 5-0 or anything, but let's go for it now, Let's go for it. Go on, lads. 1-0 up. You love to see it. I can now turn round. Have a look at the chat. Sorry for spoiling my bad. I didn't know you were behind me. Don't worry, Hulk Banger. I didn't see it anyway. I didn't see it. So you're lucky. You've been let away with it there. You've been let away with it. Good finish from Forrest. Even though it took a deflection and the keeper probably should have done better. But nice finish from Forrest. It's good to see him back in his score sheet. And that's exactly what you want to see. I wonder how Twitter is reacting to the fact that James Forrest is back and scoring goals. I'll tell you one thing, I am certainly thrilled to see him back and scoring. I'm just going to put up a tweet because I've been dying to tweet it. I've been saying it in this stream all game, but I just want to put it on Twitter just because Twitter is where, of course, your thoughts ponder all the time. But aye, fantastic. Celtic now on the ball. Move it out to the right hand side. It's John Joe Kenny. Moves it in nicely. Good shot. Oh, beautiful. And who is it? Brilliant. Yeah, check pinned, lads. You did spoil it again. Lucky I turned my face away, but check your pinned comment. Don't spoil the game. 2-0 to Celtic. Ryan Christie. And I love how I tweet that. Just when look, I've been saying it all game. I think people have been incredibly harsh on Christie today. I've been saying it in the stream. I feel like, well, people in the chat anyway, I've not been seeing the kind of outside reaction on Twitter, but I've seen people in the chat giving it Christie stinking. And look, he's had a very poor season. A really good shot. It's clinical finish from Ryan Christie. It makes it incredibly difficult for the keeper to get to that. There's pace behind it. There's power behind it, and ultimately he gets it tucked right in that bottom corner. No keeper is getting to that. But this game, I feel like for as much as he may have had one or two shots that went over the bar or went wide, he's been really good at moving in and around the areas. He's dropped in. He's moved around that final third from left to right, and he's linked up really well. I think he's been decent enough today. I don't think he's been great, but that goal has maybe moved him up to the good. But I think he's been okay. He's been okay today. I feel like a lot of people have been harsh on him. But the floodgates hopefully open now. 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. First, James Forrest. Second, Ryan Christie. Will Lee Griffiths go to prove me wrong with a third goal for Celtic? I'm quite happy with what I have seen so far, and I'm hoping that we get more here. Christie looking cheery as always. Good goal by Christie, but opinions won't change. Get him as far away from Celtic as possible. I wouldn't mind seeing him move. I wouldn't mind moving him on. That's nice, by the way. Shoots! Oh, good save and much, to be fair, because there was power behind that from Diego Laxalt. One thing I've always noticed about Laxalt in his shots, he likes to get the power behind it. He drills the ball as hard as he can, and much does well there. It does maybe benefit much a little bit that it does take the deflection off a defender. Cushions it a little bit, I think, for him. But right at much nonetheless. It could have been free. With a very dominant, very good 5 or 10 minutes here. I'm just going to sit with my arms behind my head. Ah, yes. I just want to win this trophy. We need to win something this season, you know what I mean? Christie carrying it forward again, tries to move it in, and a bit too much on that for my liking. You've got to move that a little bit shorter to the feet of Tom Rogic, rather than trying to move it in there for Griffiths. Give it to Rogic. That's what I want to see there. Nice. Okay, I need to yawn. James has got to cut in his right here. No, he's no. He's tried the other way. He's tried to go into... Tried to cut outside rather than inside. And Mercer predicted it somehow. I don't know how, because he's been going fucking inside the entire game. What's the max I'd pay for Laxalt? £2 million. £2 million. Oh, I need to change the scoreboard. Thank you. Thank you very much for letting me know. I love how that... Oh, is Griffiths going off? A Yeti! Oh, I can't believe this. I'm going to change. Thank you for letting me know about the scoreboard. I didn't even notice. Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll be in a Yeti. Please, make me complete. Make me whole again. Score. I would love to see a goal from the mighty Albion Yeti. If Albion Yeti scores, I will donate £10 to the Save Firewater Funds on top of what I have donated so far. Celtic on the ball now. Scott Brown moving it out a little to Turnbull here. Gives it into Forrest. Forrest moves it forward. Rogic controls it really nicely. He's took it playing out the game. That's it, Tom. I was hoping they'd maybe find that one last pass. Brown, you have a pop at that. Have a pop at that. Gave it a second chance, and he did take a pop at it, but it was blocked. But I felt like he still went for it the first time. That's nice. Really nice stuff from us at the moment. Ball in. Met by Forrest, but it dips into the hands of the goalkeeper. I don't think Griffiths will be happy. He doesn't look happy. Not happy at all. I think his performance tonight wasn't. And look, I don't want to be too harsh on Griffiths, because he does. He tries. When he's on the park, he tries and he tries. But he looked miles off it. I think technically he looked really far away from the level that we know Griffiths once was. And I think it's an indication as to where he'll be this year and next year. And that won't be at Celtic. I just feel like that he looked very much miles off it tonight. And that mostly was seen in his match sharpness, but his touches and all the rest of it just looked poor. He's swinging and missing at shots. A Yeti could be very much the same. A Yeti could be very much the same. Ayer been brilliant tonight, carrying that ball forward. Passo in the end intercepted. Sign El Yunusi likes out on Kerry if the prices were right. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, Rob. If the prices were right. If the price were right. Massive if. Do you think we'll see Leo Connor under Howe? I hope so. I think Kenny's the type of player who would succeed under Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe is a manager who's very adaptable and very much eager to kind of switch up how his back line plays in terms of using full-backs or using traditional wing-backs or using traditional full-backs. So I think Kenny can do both of those roles very well and at a high level, and I think he would suit very similar to the likes of players he's worked with before, and Smith of Bournemouth and such. So I think Kenny would be good under Howe, but I think that he'll want to make his own signings. He'll want to recruit his own players, and he'll want to bring in players that aren't John Joe Kenny, Diego Laxalt, and maybe even Mohamed El Yunusi. So, but that's when his saying recruitment comes in. Of course, Eddie Howe's been brought in as a head coach. We're looking at a director of football who will be the one that kind of takes the majority of these roles, to say the least. Throw in to Falkirk. 65 minutes played in the game. Celtic 2, Falkirk 0. Has Howe been announced yet? Says which part of Ireland do you face Springburn? No, not yet. It's not official, but it is looking like that it will happen over the next couple of days. Also, anybody noticed that? It's because it's Premier. It's not. I keep thinking we're on the Past to Paradise here. We're not. It's the Premier Sports. I'm like, anybody notice Rory Hamilton's finally back after getting told we'd have him? But it's because it's Premier. That's why. That's why we're getting him. There's Stephen McManus. Which he'd set in. Stephen McManus. Da da dee dee. Stephen McManus and my stream is frozen. Did I just miss? Did I miss a chance being missed there? Did I miss that? Did Turnbull just miss a sitter? Did I just miss Turnbull miss a sitter? It's getting that jumpy way, you know. It's been doing well the majority of the night, but it's hitting a wee patch, you know, it usually happens. 66 minutes played here. Thank you very much for everybody who has been watching as we do this live watch along on YouTube. Nice to be streaming on YouTube for a change. I'll be doing the 3 things we learned and match review live directly after the game as well, if you would like to take part in that and get your thoughts across in that video. Celtic now moving forward with the ball coming up for the 67th minute, out for a Falkirk throw. Yeah, I feel like this should be in the past for season ticket holders as well. I know it's normally not the case. Of course, with Scottish Cup games, League Cup games, you need to pay for a ticket. It's not part of the season ticket, and it's usually part of the, you know, if you're part of the Home Cup ticket scheme, or you have to buy a ticket separately. And that's cool, that's fine, we're used to that. It's been the case for years, and it's understandable that the season ticket only covers league games. But after what we've suffered and endured this year, and after what we have had to deal with in terms of the horrendous Past the Paradise streaming, I feel like we should have been given this game for free. I don't know if it's as easy as that. Of course, the SFA and all the rest of it have the say in what things happen, but I feel like Celtic should have pushed the boat out a little bit. But look, I think it's just one of those things, contracts and that come into it. It's not as cut and dry as saying, oh, we want to show this to our season ticket holders for free, because I feel like that's just how it works, you know. Yeti now on the ball. Come on, boys. 2-0. Let's not take a foot off the gas now. Let's go and get more goals. I would like to see us get more goals. Barkas should have been starting tonight. I agree with that, Jack, completely. I don't know why Barkas isn't starting tonight. I know he's trying to now probably settle being Christie. Curls it just wide from Ryan Christie. How did I not do a match preview? Well, I was going to. And then things kind of just, the way that my kind of schedule worked out, I was recording podcasts. I was on the Footy Adventures channel today and such as well. The way kind of things panned out, along with stuff that I had to do myself and work and all the rest of it. I didn't really find the time to do a match preview, and I wasn't really bothered about making a match preview for it. I feel like it would have been, as you've seen how Paul done his today, he kind of mixed it in with the Eddie Howe news, which was really smart, because that would have gave him a lot more to talk about. For me, I was looking at it and I was like, well, if I try and milk talking out the opponents, I can't say much about Falkirk that isn't just generic taking a guess bullshit, because they've not played much at all this season. And yes, you can kind of take a bit of a judgment over the last two, I'll get that camera, don't worry, the last 2 or 3 games, but at the end of the day, like, they've not played a lot of football, so I would just be spouting shite. I've not seen those games of football either, so there's no point in lying about it, you know. As much as I could give a valid guess of what would have happened, what we've seen, you know, Falkirk haven't had a chance. They've had to be mostly defending, and they'll try to take chances to get that. I would have said all the normal buzzword shit, and I would have been right, but it wouldn't have been an entertaining watch, I don't think. So that's the reason I've never done one. This second half has been a far more entertaining watch than what the first half was. I'll tell you that right now. Can't wait to get rid of this home kit. As the weeks go by, I start to like it less and less, just because of how poor a season it's been, and that stupid yellow trim. I'll tell you that right now. Just as the weeks go by, David Turnbull now. Flicked on, back to Turnbull's feet. Brown moves it forward. Here's James Forrest, who's very central at the minute, staying in there as Turnbull gathers the ball. Ayer for captain if he stays. Rabbiff, I think McGregor should be captain, but if making Ayer captain would maybe add to the persuasion of him staying, then yes, go take a shot, son. Take a shot, Tam. Oh, he's hit it out. Oh, Forrest. Try to take it to his right. I thought he'd maybe try and be cheeky with it and take it and try and cut out, and cuts his outside. Oh, here comes Ismaila Soro. Yes. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, I think. Oh! What a hero, Craig Stevenson. What an absolute hero. Don't you worry about it, mate. I appreciate that. You don't need to donate it. You donate it out of the kindness of your heart, not for favours. Because you're a good man. Craig Stevenson with a £10 donation, saying, oh, I meant to send this. Cheers for helping me with my college work. Mate, you're an absolute idol of a guy. Thank you very much. And I enjoyed your chat. I look forward to chatting with you more in the future, perhaps. It was a really good conversation, mate. And look, same as me, we're both in the same student boat. So I get how much of a struggle it can be sometimes. I'm more than happy to help, mate. So thank you very much. I appreciate the donation. It helps put the channel a long way. Tom Rogic now off. Ismaila Soro now on. They've had 16% possession. How can a team expect to create a chance with that much possession, says Cameron? So well, you don't. I think Falkirk came to this game today knowing that the chances would be, very few and far between. Very thin amount of chances. It was never going to be one that was littered with goal scoring opportunities for them. But Bain fucking moved the ball. It was never going to be one that was full of chances for them. Let's be honest about it. Let's be real. It was never going to happen like that. It was never going to work like that. So I think they'll be happy. I think there's positives for Falkirk. If I was a Falkirk fan, I wouldn't be too disheartened. I think the only thing is, of course, you want to see your team have a shot. You want to see your team have a chance against Celtic. You want that thrill of thinking, oh, we might get a goal here, we might make this tense. But in terms of how they've defended, a lot of teams would have conceded a lot more. I know we've been very wasteful, but I think they've defended well when they've had to points. But ultimately, with our chances, we should have scored a lot more. Daniel Guilfoyle, Ryan, if Connor Salmon scores a hat-trick and FALKIRK win, you have to donate 75% of your channel earnings for the next 2 months to the Fire Water Help Scheme. I agree to that right now. I'll shake your hand. If Connor Salmon scores a hat-trick in the next 17 minutes, I will donate not only 75, but 80% of my revenue over the next 2 months to the Fire Water Help Scheme. Right? You heard it here. 80%. If he scores a hat-trick. And there's James Forrest evening over. He is now coming off the park. Very well done for Forrest tonight. Boys, I think in the first half there was questionable moments. You could see that he was just getting back to playing football. Mohamed El Yunusi is going to be the player who replaces him. But you could see that in the first half that this was his first start. This was him getting back to business. It was never going to be easy. There was a couple of lackadaisical moments. There was a couple of moments where he couldn't quite control the ball. But apart from that, his movement was good. I think he came in and played in that final third very well, going across the whole breadth of it, going from left to right. And in the second half, he plays a lot better, he controls the ball a lot better, and he gets himself a goal. So I think Forrest will be pleased with his return to the starting lineup as he leaves with 50 minutes to go and a goal under his belt. He'll be looking forward to getting back to playing 90 minutes, a player who loves to play 90 minutes. Of course, he'll be loving that. That would be, I think, very... You know, I would imagine he was here this season. I don't think it would have made a massive difference considering how we've played. And I think Forrest would have been one of the guys who would have suffered more of the abuse if he played all season. But he could have made a huge difference. Really nice football from Celtic here, by the way, but suddenly cut out at the final sort of move there. I think John Joe Kenny was actually the one. Oh, it was Albina Yeti. It was Albina Yeti. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it was Kenny. I was like, isn't that Kenny? It can't be Kenny. Is it Kenny? That's how I was looking at it, you know? How Celtic played, Greg says. Well, I've dominated the game. I said 2-0 at the start. I'm telling you, right? People like to say I talk shite and I don't know what I'm talking about and all the rest of it, which we all know is lies, right? But people like to say that my predictions are shit and all the rest of it. I quite often get these score predictions right. I quite often do. Quite often don't as well. Don't get me wrong. But there's a lot that I get. El Yunusi shoots from range and tries to put a bit of finesse behind his shot, just like Christie did earlier in the game, but it goes over the bar. I don't think we will see Karamoko get a game winner either. We were talking about it in the first half. And I think unless Eddie Howe sits down and speaks to the boy and outlines a future for him here at Celtic, there's no way he's going to stay. Absolutely no chance. Why would he? And that'll be of course, we're not to blame for that as fans, and it's gutting, and of course we'll be disappointed, but it's one of those ones we can't do much about it, you know? No, we can't do much about it. He's not 22, no, Tom, he's 18, I think, 17, 18. He's not 22. he's nowhere near that. If he's 22, then that makes me about 35. Mad thing is, when he is 22, I'll be about 26, which is sad. No, I won't. I'll be about 25, I think. Which is just sad. He's 22. Why are people saying he's 22? Karamoko Dembele's not 22. Made his Celtic debut when he was like 17. I think 18 or 19, actually. I said 17 or 18. He's 18 or 19. And of course, yeah, Liam Shaw coming in as which part of Ireland you from, says. Come on, lads, let's go. El Yunusi now. He's trying to... We're doing a lot of... Well, Wikipedia is certainly wrong. Karamoko is not 22 years old. Karamoko Dembele, not 22. I can virtually guarantee it. That he's not 22. I don't know who's fucking about his Wikipedia. 17, is he 17? Yeah. I said 17, 18. Originally. Ask Big Dom. Big Dom will know. Oh, is Karamoko 27 now? Christ. "13 minutes left the clock, 2-0. I don't expect much else to happen now in the game." What does Goldbridge usually do at this point? Is this when he starts like dancing and banging tables and all that? Is that what I'm meant to do now? Is that my job? Is that my shtick? I quickly just want to go on my phone and see like... What's this? Let's see, I just want to see how it looks. I was leaning down in my chair there, so that's why I look like I'm fucking so down. Nice. Oh! Oh, I just looked up and there's a fucking goal. Oh, look who it is. I love him. I thought he's so good. I seen the finish. Oh, he is so good. Oh, 3-0. Oh, Moy. What a player. What a player. What a player. Just like that. The touch is... It's the fact that his touch is far too heavy and he still manages to recover. And he's getting pulled. And he's... Oh. Just need to tweet about him. Oh. Why is all the pundits copying copying what I'm saying? I said that first, Stephen Craigan. He's so good. I love him. He's got to sign. He's got to sign. We've got to... If the 5 million fee is what genuinely Southampton are after, pay it up. Bring him here. He will flourish under Eddie Howe. What a finish. And as I said, I think that maybe with the exception of Odsonne Edouard, any other player that takes that first touch, you're not getting a goal from that, especially not like that. You're not getting it like that. Brilliant from Mohamed El Younousi. Absolutely brilliant. 10 minutes left on the clock now. It's Celtic 3. Oh, I've got to change the scoreboard again. Yep. This is why I need a producer or something. I don't remember these things. So let's go and make it 3-0. Bang. Well, that's my score prediction wrong. I said 2. Nice. Brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. What a player. Absolutely brilliant player. Kenny sends a ball in. Connect. Shoot somebody. Yeti. Do something. Oh, Christ above. Oh, now it's just jumped to a completely different fucking part of the stream for me. El Younousi. Ball in. No one's there. Comes in from the right hand side. It's drilled into the middle. But aye. Tierney's injured again. Jeez, oh. Oh, now it's black. Has anybody got a black screen on Premier Sports? It's back now. Oh, is this not what just seen? Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Just El Younousi doing things. You know, just doing dirty things, you know? What a player. What a player. Great goal, but for fuck's sake, he's playing against a youth team. Well, Thomas, let's just calm down. Technical ability can be shown against any team. Doesn't matter who the opposition are. It's still a brilliant goal. 100% now, surely. If Connor Salmon scores a hat-trick now, I will give all of my ad revenue for the next 2 months to the Firewater Appeal. Right? Okay? I will. But look, guys, it doesn't matter what team you're playing. That's still a brilliant technical goal by Mohamed El Younousi. The way that he controls that, chips that past the keeper. Brilliant. While a defender's pulling on him. Doesn't make a difference who you're fucking playing. Can be playing against fucking children and it's still impressive. The stream keeps doing that thing where it like jumps now. Jumps and jumps and jumps. Because we're in the final 10 minutes and people are like turning it on. So, you know, I may as well just watch the last 10 minutes, you know. I'm very happy with what I've seen in portions of the game today. I think for as much as it was kind of honking the chances we were wasting, the second half has been a night and day time of performance, which is great. I think that we really changed up in terms of how we approached it, finishing our chances. Of course, we're scoring them now, but in terms of how we've been taking them and timing them, we looked a lot better here. Turn the Yeti, big man. Tries there, but the defender does really well to kind of knock him off balance as he takes it outside in the left hand. Turn round there, Turnbull. Shoots. Blocked again. A Yeti tries to bring it down, but he's too close to the Falkirk defender. I'm not steaming, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wish I was. Not this week. Not this week. Sadly. Sadly. Who would I fancy in the next round? I wouldn't mind Aberdeen. It's a well, they've got changed now, haven't they? That's the thing. Derek McInnes is gone, so I think I'd like to pass on Aberdeen. I don't know who went through today. I can't think. Oh, that's nice. Bring it down, Moy. Does really well. He's trying for a rebound. I tried to be cheeky. Now he's taking a piss, isn't he? He realises what he's playing against. Brown, that's a decent delivery for a Brown. That's really well, Kenny. That's a pen. No, it's not. I'm joking. Don't go off your nuts, lads. That's really nice with Brown there, though. That's why we're going to miss Brown so fucking much, right? That's the reason. Really good ball from Brown there, though. In all honesty, I know I was taking the piss there, saying that's why we'll miss him, but that was a really good ball from Scott Brown. Stranraer, yeah, I tried to take Stranraer. I didn't have a beer on the big pod. No, I did not. I've had a sober weekend, mate. I'm off it. I'm off it. Jesus is yet to rise, you know. So maybe Easter Sunday we'll have a drink, but not Friday or Saturday. No, not this weekend, Craig. Not this weekend. If my stream would just stop freezing for the last 5 minutes, that would be nice. We're so close to the end, and it keeps just like freezing. That would be nice. I've seen the most staunch name in the chat I've ever seen. Can you see us now? 55, forever a loyalist. Can you not just maybe have, like, I don't know, 55 loyalist? Right? That's still staunch, but much more simpler. You know? You don't need it to be the whole shebang. You know, you don't see me going out and make my name. Here we go, 10 in a row. But we fucked it because Neil Lennon gubbed it for us. Yay! Oh, big man, unlucky. Did the keeper get a touch to that? Oh, I was hoping that a Yeti was scoring that there. I'm dying for a Yeti to get a goal. Absolutely dying for a Yeti to get a goal. Oh, I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted. I love how the stream is now just black for me as well. This is great. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Premier Sports. You're really good at this. Really good at this. I think I might have to just kind of pretend that yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to pretend that I'm still watching. Oh, good chance there, Davey. Yeah, can't fucking see a thing. It's just 3 dots. There we go. Nice. Right, hopefully that'll be me. I'm very happy with this second half performance. I know we've got very little time left on the clock now. We are kind of dwindling down to the end of the game. It would be nice for us to go and get another goal. I'm desperate to see Albi and a Yeti to get the goal. And I nearly did a moment ago. But 3-0, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not going to be picky. I'm not going to be too picky. No, of course, mate. Feel free to say hi whenever you like. Feel free for anybody to come and say hi. Thank you for everybody who's been watching today. Thank you. I really appreciate it. For the first ever watch along I've done, really, for a Celtic game on this channel. First time, which is mad when you think about it, but it's been fun, and hopefully it's helped some people find the channel for the first time and subscribe. You know, it's always fun. It's always fun when new people come and check out the channel. You know, always fun. I just want to be able to be seen more clearly. Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. That will do. What's being said? Oh, just shush, please, from Twitch. Nice to see you, Adam. Nice to see you. Right, 3 minutes left to call. Let's get another one, boys. 4-0. What a lovely scoreline to get. Come on, boys. We want to go and... Oh, fuck me. It's freezing. That's nice. Turnbull done really well to control that, bring it down. Finish just wasn't there. The old energy in the legs is gone, innit, Davey? That's it. I feel like David Turnbull, for such a young guy, looks so old when he's playing. That would be... I'm no offence. David, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Turnbull. But when he's playing and he gets all red and that, he looks old. Looks like a proper... Is that the camera went off again? Or am I just hearing things? I think I'm imagining hearing it now. I think I'm imagining hearing it now. But... Couple of minutes left. Celtic 3, Falkirk 0. Let me know in the chat. Let's see it just now. What have you thought of Celtic's performance this evening against Falkirk in the Scottish Cup third round game? Let me know in the chat right now what you think of today's game. Let me know who you think the star performers were. Let me know if you Celtic need to, where they have to improve, what they thought were best at. Generally, anything you want about today's game, get it piled into the chat right now as we approach the final minute or so of the game. Of course, we'll be here afterwards to give a quick review for anyone who may join in. We'll look at maybe 3 things that we have or learned, per se, in a Scottish Cup game against Falkirk. But just get as much in as you want, as you can, and we'll try and have a little bit of fun as we come to the end of the stream. Ryan Christie now on camera as my stream on freezing. I'm just trying to pretend that my stream isn't freezing at this point. Just try to pretend. I think Robbie Much has had a good game, to be fair, for Falkirk tonight. I think he can be very happy with himself. He made a few good saves. So, you know. Can't be too harsh on him. I think it would be very harsh on him. I'm just getting a black screen. I think I've just accepted the game's done, to be honest. Oh my god, what's happening to me? This is it, you're all witnessing the death of Ryan118 in stream. I hope people know who I'm on. Like, I hope there's not too many people watching this stream right now and expecting me to be watching me for the first time, expecting this to be a very professional shindig, and I'm sitting coughing down the fucking mic, dying on stream, tears coming out my eyes. You know, I hope that's what everybody's expecting, to be honest. Very proud, very proud. This is why you need to watch my Twitch. You need to get used to what happens to Ryan118 live. Without that camera magic, without that editing magic, leave all the shite in, you see. But I've enjoyed this first watch, I must admit. It's annoying sitting with these on notices. I don't like this, watching football. And that's it, it's full time. There we go. Woo! Well done, boys. 3-0. We're going to go and try and retain that Scottish Cup. That's all I can say. But a 3-0 win for Celtic. We got 3 goals by James Forrest, Ryan Christie and Mohamed El Yunusi, in a performance that was very night and day in both halves. First half, we weren't quite good enough. We were creating chances. We were dominating the ball. We were pushing high, but we couldn't quite hit a barn door, as I've already said about 3 times during this stream. The second half, it was like a completely different story. We kind of calmed ourselves down a little bit. We weren't as rash. I think we were a little more reserved with taking our shots and maybe hitting a chance or hitting a shot or whatever. But we managed to go and then convert. We converted very quickly, and then when El Yunusi came off the bench, we converted again. So, you know, the second half was a very much more, I think, efficient performance. Certainly more accurate performance in the second half. And I think we could all be very happy with that as we head through to the next round of the Scottish Cup. So that is it. It is full time, lads. Get your thoughts and messages in as we cover the very end of this stream, the kind of review 3 things we learned section. Thank you everybody who's been coming along. We're currently on over 200 viewers here on the stream. That is madness. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate everybody who's been here throughout the night. I thank everybody who's managed to like, subscribe. A big shout out to James, Loudmouth, Pixie Plox, Craig, who have all donated this evening as well. It is very much appreciated. Of course, these donations go a long way in helping the channel grow and improve with the addition of new equipment, being able to use these softwares to stream like this, and hopefully we could be doing watch along soon in a studio type setting or something like that with your guys' donations. So thank you very much. So we've got the Hulk bagger saying I expected a bit more professionalism, to be fair. Let's see what else is being said. Jack O'Connor, Rogic has got to stop playing in the number 10 role and start forming the team around Turnbull, Sorrow and McGregor. I think that Rogic tonight, I don't think it was that bad, but you can certainly see that we are now getting to that point where we have to escape the old habits. We have to escape the old selections. And I think that Turnbull looked the best out of those 3 players, as always. I don't think Christian Rogic were as bad as what some people may think. But we'll see. Am I streaming the draw tomorrow? I probably won't stream the draw. I'll be at work actually, so no, I won't be streaming the draw tomorrow. Not at all. Hopefully we do. Now it's all about trying to go on, continue, win that Scottish Cup once more, win our 5th consecutive Scottish Cup, go and get something this season to salvage for what has been a horrible run. A horrible year, and a year that's, been kind of because of the circumstances we find ourselves in as fans, having to watch from home and all the rest of it. One that has been quite saddening to an extent. So for us to go and win the Scottish Cup, especially with the circumstances of Scott Brown leaving, would be very much a nice kind of ending to a poor season. So hopefully this kicks us on to do that, but we'll see who we draw tomorrow. Of course, there's every chance you could come up against Rangers in that draw. I'm going to be streaming when Eddie Howe's announced. Well, we'll wait and see, We'll wait and see, Adam. I fancy Aberdeen in the next round because they just got through by beating Dumbarton 1-0, says Greg. I wouldn't mind Aberdeen, but I certainly think there are better ties in there to try and guarantee your place to go through to the next round. And in terms of my final thoughts of tonight, to give my 2 cents on everything that kind of happened, I would say that the best performer on the park, it's a hard one, isn't it? It's a hard one. You could say Forrest for his big return, getting a goal. No, I thought he was a bit dodgy in the first half. I thought Kenny was solid enough. I thought that Laxalt was good. Ayer was brilliant. I think Welsh was solid. Brown was good. I don't think there was so much a bad performance to park apart from Lee Griffiths for me. Lee Griffiths was the only one who I think harshly... it was a bad performance from Griffiths. If I was to give out my man of the match very quickly, I'm going to give it to Christopher Ayer. I thought he was really good at getting forward. I thought he was strong defensively, stopping them when they were getting towards that final third. So yeah, I'm going to go Christopher Ayer for my man of the match. 3 things we learned: Forrest back out, Yunusi's class, and Griffiths is done. That's my 3 things. They are right at the end of the stream. Lads, I'm going to end it up there just because we are cracking on. We've been live for 2 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you to anybody who's spent the entire night with me in the first ever Ryan118 live watch along stream. It is much appreciated. Thank you to everybody, as I said earlier on, who liked, who donated, who subscribed. Subscribed all the word here. It is very much appreciated. Lads, I'm looking forward to heading forward. Videos tomorrow, podcast Monday, all the rest of it. Keep an eye out on the channel. Eddie Howe's coming, lads, and that's what matters. And of course, as you always see in the Twitch stream ending, I'll see you all next time.